It's his rather eccentric expression of devotion to Vivec that's cause for concern.
Okay. God, I feel like this is gonna be so fucking rich. Alright.
Pilgrims have been asking questions about Garash's strange way of showing his devotion. He insists on going around bare-chested and painting his face, presumably in an effort to better emulate Lord Vivec.
Yeah, but we don't ask that of all the Nords we see going around, do we? When we had last left the Nerevarine, they continued their duties with the Tribunal Temple based in Andothren, and it was there that their duties led them to more mundane adventures this time. Yes, such as seeking out food supplies for the temple's kitchen to feed the needy of the city. But along the way, did they encounter several weird issues, like rats from the ocean, and a vendor that was real wild and wanting to sell stuff for a big time money time. However, the Nerevarine prevailed, and the temple leader was pissed, but everybody else was pretty chill. Now it was time to go check out an orc who had lost his fucking mind. This is the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind Tamriel Rebuilt. This is Morrowind Mondays. Welcome back. Zoop. There we go. I'm still not sure how I feel about this. I almost feel like I look a little too ready for action. You know, maybe a little too cool. I don't know. I kind of miss the fun hat. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes from here. But let's see. Gentle viewer at Wootlamers. I don't know. I don't know if that's how you say it. We've said their name before. I don't know if that's how you say it. You know, maybe it's like a Ralph Lauren situation. But regardless, they wrote in saying that we should consider checking in before we continue on with the orc situation with Ravur and the Temple Apothecary before we head out. And also, for those who don't frequent the comments, they have actually, they're responsible for this quest in large part, which is, I don't know, a little wild. Anyway, let's see. Where are these folks?
Yes,
so there's you. Where is the apothecary, though? Oh, it's you, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I'm the dumbest man alive. Alright, what's up, Rever? Hey, Muthsera Lyle Shnub, where are you off to? Did Nalv send you to take care of this troublesome orc? And you never did tell me what was up with Ulman Vathri in Amanus. Oh, sure, yeah. Why not let's go through all of it. Ulman Vathri. He asked for a cure for greed? Curious what fantasies an ailing mind will conjure to find some comfort. Pray tell, do you think giving him the potion was the right thing to do? It was unfortunate, but I saw no other way. It was simply the easiest solution. Oh, I wish we could... Alright, one of the things I wish was an option here is one where we just have an option where we have completely bought into the scam ourselves. Right? Like, all of these are sort of acknowledging, yeah, the player knows what's going on here. It's a complete sham. Even when you go talk to, what's his name, the higher up Nalvs, he sort of comes clean about it in a way. You know, he doesn't come out and just says it, but you get what's going on for the most part. I would love it, though, if there was one where you could just play an idiot, right? Where you could just be like, well, no, I cured him. Right? No, I cured him. And then maybe you get her to buy into it as well. Right? Fuck. Alright. It was simply the easiest solution. I see. Well, thank you for indulging my questions, Muthsera. How did our disposition change? Did it go up or down? I definitely noticed the bar wiggle there, but I did not catch if we had had it increase or decrease. Vathri. I wonder if he'll find his peace. Let's see, how about troublesome orc? I overheard Nalv-Zandolin and Sergio Galdar discussing the matter earlier. Apparently this orc claims to be emulating Lord Vivec. Sergio Galdar said that stranger things have happened, and that the possibility of this orc being a genuine believer should not be dismissed out of hand. But Nalvs would have none of it. Sergio Galdar wouldn't contradict Nalvs when I asked him about it, but he did give me this book to read. Maybe it will be of some use to you, Muthsera. How to Treat Heretics. Oh shit, I guess we ought to read this one, huh? I already had... In fact, even in between videos, I hit up the local trader and bought a book on Gwar. But I guess we'll read this one next. How to Treat Heretics. Cool. We just open it, it's just 2 words, kill them. What the fuck? Troublesome orc. I hope you found that book useful, Muthsera. Good luck with your mission. How about Tavurin Galdar? My master has decided I should stay here in Andothren to continue my studies. He himself is headed east to inspect other temple sites. Okay. And
Hail and
how
welcome.
about you?
Do you have any news?
Okay. Yeah, the usual opening here that we get. Troublesome orc. We can ask you about the orc. So, someone painted their face to resemble Vivec, and Nalvs has a problem with that. I swear, that man is so out of touch. I mean, okay. But look at who's talking. Come on. Haven't you... Isn't that what you're getting at here? Isn't that your whole vibe too? Huh. Like, I get that Gadani Pathavel is okay with it, but is Nalv saying that... Is Nalv's also not okay with Gadani Pathavel doing this as well? Because that is effectively what's going on here. Or maybe, you know, maybe it's cool that she's doing it because she's a Dunmer in the temple. And this is an orc who we will probably go out and see is naked. Frankly, this is probably a naked orc. And that just means it's not okay. What the fuck? Alright, let's head on out over here to Bodrum. Let's see if I can even locate it. We've been to Bodrum before, but I don't know exactly where. But our records don't show from where. Here we go. Oh, look. Oh, weird. How come on the map it says Bodrum, and then here it's Bodrum? Oh, how bizarre. Is it a bit of a weird typo, maybe? Okay. I don't remember this troublesome orc, though. Wasn't it on the road, yeah? Yeah, go to Andothren for it. Or go out of Andothren, on the roads. I guess we can ask around there is the idea. Alright. Should we check out the Strider real quick? I forget if we can even get there by way of the Strider, you know? Let's see. There we are, and let's check up here. Cool.
Where
Hello.
would you like to go?
Let's see, can you take me over to... Oh, no, you can't. Alright. Should we try a different route? Is there something closer, maybe? I guess Omanus is pretty close. In fact, maybe we could go from... Yeah, maybe we could daisy chain our way over. You know what I mean? Go to Omanus, and then maybe we can go over to Bodrum.
Same low price.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. Bodrum with an E.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price. We make a special trip just for you.
Hey, Caravaneer, do you know about a orc causing a disturbance? It's not you, is it? It's not you, is it? No, okay.
Hail the conquering hero! Hail Nerevarine! We're all proud of you, Sarah, and many thanks for all you've done.
Okay, thanks. Let's see, let's ask around up here. Felt like you would know.
Hey,
Golvin Sarian?
Do you have any news?
Yeah, I'm actually looking for news from you about a troublesome orc.
Master Andothren sent you then. Good. We do indeed have some orc-related troubles, but perhaps not in the way that you would expect. Garash has been nothing but helpful since he first showed up here. He has been patrolling the roads and seeing to the safety of pilgrims and travelers alike, without asking for anything in return. No, it is not his presence here that is troubling me. It's his rather eccentric expression of devotion to Vivec that's cause for concern.
Okay. God, this is gonna be... I feel like this is gonna be so fucking rich. Alright.
Pilgrims have been asking questions about Garash's strange way of showing his devotion. He insists on going around bare-chested and painting his face, presumably in an effort to better emulate Lord Vivec.
Yeah, but we don't ask that of all the Nords we see going around, do we? Right? They're doing that all the time, right? That's like every third Nord that we see.
He even calls himself Garash Gro Vivec, or son of Vivec, in the tongue of his people. Some have called this conduct blasphemous, but I think he is genuine in his faith, though he is in desperate need for guidance.
Desperate need?
No matter what I say, Garash dismisses my arguments. Lord Vivec is the greatest hero of the temple, he says, and we should all strive to be more like Vivec. He does not understand how anyone could take offense to that, and frankly, I find it very difficult to explain. Misguided as he is, he clearly means no offense. Perhaps you will have better luck, novice. I last saw Garash on the bridge across the Praye, west of town.
Okay. We can ask again about the orc, troublesome orc.
I think Garash is at the bridge across the Praye, west of town.
Alright, sure. So is this the bridge over here that we've been at many times before? I'm assuming we don't remember this dude because they don't spawn him into the world until we're on the requisite quest. Which is quite the clever thing to do in a world where you could just kill people, you know? So you don't accidentally screw up too many quest lines. That's a fun little ace in the pocket up your sleeve. A pocket up your sleeve. That's a little pocket up your sleeve you can have. You like that one? No? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh wait, here he is. Oh shit! No! He knows I'm the Nerevarine! He's gonna throw me in the moonlit! He's real serious about this Gro Vivec shit! He's gonna do the will of the tribunal! Alright.
Halt, brigand! This shrine is under my protection. Declare your purpose here or draw steel.
You are the brigand and you will die here. Hold on, I just want to talk. Hold on, I just want to talk. Yeah, he totally is straight up like he's got the whole Vivec outfit going on. He's got the Vec fit. All right, hold on. I just want to talk. Oh shit.
I will not fall for your tricks, Dark Elf. Prove your strength to me. Fight.
Oh fuck. Did I save? Oh my gosh. Don't I have like a fuck someone's stamina up situation? Don't I have something like that? I've got paralysis. That could be useful. Let's see. Restore my agility. Restore strength. Fuck, I may not have the magicka to even cast it right now. Okay. Maybe it's off of an item. Fortify my hand-to-hand. Let's see here. Restore fatigue on myself. Slow fall, water walk, and ancestral ghost or 2. Yeah, don't I have one for screwing up their fatigue? Drain attribute, damage health. Let's see. Holy shit, we have so many different items. There we are. Knuckle luck. Perfect. Oh, shit! Go, my fists of fury, dude! Yes! Look at that. I'm gonna fucking punch his incredibly sculpted ass. What the fuck? Oh my gosh, he has so much health. He's like regenning too because of, I don't know, his orcish power. It's because he's a god, dude. It's because he's a god. Damn, someone pull out Azura's star. Let's get the soul trap going. He's like a demigod or whatever, huh? There we go. Holy shit. He's taking so much damage. I'm not sure what's causing it. I don't see an enchanted item on his person. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me, isn't he? Oh my gosh. He has immense strength. Okay, let's see. Do I have any, like, healing or whatever the fuck? Oh dear. Let's type in a heal here. Okay. Oh god! Each time he swings it, I can just picture it wiping out 75% of my fucking HP. Look at this! His health is immense. How much regen does he have? His shoes aren't enchanted? I mean, I guess maybe he's got a ring or an amulet, right? There we go. I don't know if this is the right course of action or what. There we go. Good. I think his regen is slowing down, or my punches are just getting more and more efficacious. Okay. Let's get some booze in us. I can't remember. Does booze scale off of... or does hand-to-hand scale off of alcohol? Off of fortified strength? I can't remember if it does. But at this point, I'm kind of desperate. Let's be real. I'm a little bit desperate. Fuck, I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't think it does. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Okay, what if I just hit him with a fucking shovel? There we go. Fuck off. Chill out. Good. Pulling the shovel back out. He's going for the shovel! There we are. Is he regenning now? I don't think he is.
I have no more quarrel with you.
Holy shit. Alright,
What are
amazing.
you doing?
Alright, Garage Grow Vivec. Do you think there'll be unique reactivity here from me being the Nerevarine for real?
You are strong, Dark Elf.
I forget, they don't sound so, like, gravelly in Morrowind, do they? You know, they do sound closer to a Nord than you would think. Fucking shoutouts to Wes Johnson, though, of course. Huh. Let's just gravel him up. Let's gravel him up.
You are strong, Dark Elf. I will talk. Are you a pilgrim, come to worship at this shrine? Or are you a fool come to complain about this troublesome orc?
Tell me about devotion to Vivec.
First, tell me of this troublesome orc.
I'd rather not. How about desperate need for guidance?
I will listen to your guidance after you tell me about the troublesome orc.
Okay, it's you. You're the troublesome orc.
I only bring trouble to those with ill intentions. I have made it my duty to protect this shrine and the pilgrims visiting it, but not everyone seems willing to believe me.
You're mocking the temple and you should die. I hear you, let's talk. This really is none of my business. I hear you, let's talk. I don't know. I feel kind of bad about this one because we will literally kill him, right? I mean, I'm down for scamming people, but I don't know if I want to kill them. Alright, I hear you, let's talk.
Let us talk indeed. I shall tell you my tale, and once you have heard me out, then you may judge this troublesome orc.
Okay, what's your tale?
I was a faithless and fatherless sellsword, living a life without purpose but the thrill of battle. Everything changed when I was hired to escort a caravan through Malak Bazul. We were ambushed by a tribe of savages, and my traveling companions were cut down one by one. Finally, I was overwhelmed too, struck down and bleeding, and I was sure that was the end of me. I would have died if not for the arrival of a knight in glass.
Oh, a buoyant armiger?
A dark elf, clad in glass armor, wielding a wicked and thin blade. She was a whirlwind of fighting styles. I had never seen such artistry with a blade before. I tell you, I thought I was hallucinating, and I passed out from sheer exhaustion right as she felled our last assailant. I came to in a small tent, my wounds healed, with her reading a book and watching over me. I asked her how she came to be in Malak Bazul, and what made her come to my aid. She said it was her devotion to Vivec that led her here.
Devotion to Vivec?
She told me of her Lord Vivec, the great and honorable and strong and heroic god of battle of the Dark Elves. She read to me and showed me the pictures in her book. She spoke with such fire in her voice. Everything became clear to me. I owed my life to her and to Vivec, and I had to repay my debt of life to them and to learn their ways. And so I chose to emulate the great Vivec and to protect his pilgrims and to smite down the wicked. That is my tale. Now, how do you judge this troublesome orc?
Oh, I can ask you other things too before troublesome orc again. Your tale? Oh, we get the spark notes.
I was ambushed in Malak Bazul and saved by a knight in glass armor.
Knight in glass?
It was her who taught me devotion to Vivec.
I wonder if we can find her and meet her. Maybe she's still in that cave reading. Oh yeah, I wonder if we could go to Malak Bazul. Huh. Okay, devotion to Vivec. Right? It should be at a cave near Malak Bazul. Huh. Alright, devotion to Vivec.
I pledge my life to Vivec for saving mine.
Okay, goodbye. Good, let's quick save. Okay, how do you judge this troublesome orc?
So what say you?
Your intentions are pure, but you need guidance. I'm not sure, I need to discuss this. You lie and I will end you. Your intentions are pure, but you need guidance.
Then I call you brother, and you have my respect. You have shown me the strength of your faith by besting me in single combat, so I will listen to your counsel. The priest did say I was in desperate need for guidance, but I do not take it from the weak.
Okay. Strength of your faith.
You've proven the strength of your faith to me, Dark Elf.
Alright, how about desperate need for guidance?
What am I to do, Lyle Snub?
I need time to think. You need to make a pilgrimage. Fuck, I love that. Because that's always what they say. Fucking, that's always what they say, you know? I'm surprised the guy won a cure for greed. We weren't like, yeah, old man, go make a fucking pilgrimage, you idiot. That'll fix you. Go to a fucking obelisk. Why don't you go to a triolith, throw 100 gold down, and then get cured of your greed? Have you been to the fucking fields of Kumu yet? Well, why don't you try it? You have yet to prove yourself. You should not worship Vivec. You need to make a pilgrimage. You got to.
I see. I have protected pilgrims in the name of Vivec, but I have never asked myself why they perform their pilgrimages in the first place. Tell me, Lyle Snub, where should I go?
Go to Vivec City, across the Inner Sea. There you can start the pilgrimages of the 7 Graces to truly learn about Vivec. Vivec is but one aspect of Almsevi. Come to Andothren, and we will teach you of Almalexia's strength and compassion. On second thought, I think you should do something else. Oh, that's interesting that you can swerve him toward Almalexia. But he's very specifically into Vivec, especially since he was allegedly, presumably, saved by a Booyant Armiger. Yeah. Start the pilgrimages of the 7 Graces. Good luck.
A splendid idea, Lyle Snub. I will walk the city of my lord, and learn of his deeds, and talk to his people and priests. Farewell, and may we meet again.
Holy shit, I hope we do. Oh my god, I hope we do so badly. Okay, goodbye. Huh. Apparently there's been a misunderstanding. The troublesome orc is in fact not a brigand, but an eccentric follower of Vivec. I should talk to Garrosh Gro Vivec, the troublesome orc of Bodrum myself. Golvan Sarian mentioned he was last seen on the bridge across the Praia west of Bodrum. After an initial confrontation, Garrosh Gro Vivec agreed to talk to me. Garrosh told me of his travels through Malak Bazul and his encounter with a knight in glass. Garrosh has devoted himself to emulating Vivec after a devotee of Vivec saved his life. Our battle convinced Garrosh of the strength of my faith, and he seems open to the idea that he is in desperate need for guidance in temple doctrine. I sent Garrosh Gro Vivec on a pilgrimage to Vivec City. I bet we could go to Vivec City and actually find him there, huh? So where is Malak Bazul? Is it notable enough to show up on our map? I don't think so. It sounds kind of like maybe a Daedric ruin? Did they mention? Yeah, it looks like a Daedric ruin with its naming scheme, but I don't know whether or not it is. Holy shit, he's gone now. Damn, he's fast. Okay. Sure. Alright, let's head over here. Maybe we can ask about Malak Bazul. I kind of really want to track down this priest. Or this Booyant Armiger, I should say. Warrior priest.
Hail and welcome. Do you have any news?
Yeah, desperate need for guidance.
I hope you helped Garrosh see reason.
Troublesome orc.
I see you have spoken with Garrosh. He means well, and I think his devotion to Vivec is true. But he knows nothing about the temple and our people, and truly has a desperate need for guidance from someone he respects. He would not listen to me, but perhaps he will listen to you.
Okay. Yeah, he did. Garash Bazul. Or, fuck. I can't even remember it now. Malak Bazul, right? Yeah. Garash is the name of the dude. I don't see any Daedric ruins immediately around here, though. And like I said, it might not even be a Daedric ruin. Huh. Desperate need for guidance. Let's ask it, or let's check about tail. What was it called again? Some kind of tail. Was it my tail? Yes, my tail. Okay. I was hired to escort a caravan through Malak Bazul. Everybody was cut down. And then the knight in glass armor. Okay. Because this 100% seems like a fun little hootenanny that you would include, you know? Name drop Malak Bazul, this knight in glass armor. Clearly a buoyant armature. It makes so much sense that we would be able to find them in the game world if we went looking. But the only issue is, this is all new to me. I don't know where the fuck Malak Bazul is. I don't even see a potential Malak Bazul out here. Right? Huh. I'm assuming it would be nearby in this rough area. You don't think we could ask, like, around and about the knight in glass? Because that was a topic. Maybe over here.
I suppose you're looking for a tavern.
No.
I'm sure I can't help you.
Okay. Down here, maybe? And I'm just sort of assuming it's a Daedric ruin as well. I don't know for sure. The escort was through Malak Bazul as well, so I'm assuming it was like a Daedric ruin that occupied a sort of path. Oh, look. It's like a bonfire up there in a little tent or something. Have we been out this way before? Oh my god, what is this amazing creature? Oh, holy shit. What the fuck is all of this? But more importantly, look at this! A whom? Oh my gosh, it's hostile, no! Oh my gosh, it's too cute to kill. Look at it. There are so many of them. Holy shit. It looks like a Pokemon. Wow, it looks incredible. Alright, I guess we have to kill it. Sorry, whom. I'm very curious about what... Oh my gosh, it has so much health. It seems to get quite tired. Is it really powerful? Or does it just have a lot of health? Because it does look like it's built like a tank. I'm worried it's going to just one-shot me. Thankfully, it's super slow. I feel like I can juke it quite easily. Okay. Jesus. How much health do you think this fucking thing has? Probably like 10,000. Wow, it is incredibly cute. It's like a chitinous sort of camel cow. Or turtle, even. Maybe it's turtle-like. Given its speed? Wow, I really do love their sound design. Everything sounds so Morrowindy. Jesus Christ, I feel so bad. Man, look at all of its, like, wool or fur or whatever down here. Wow, it doesn't even have any loot. Okay, I'm going to dispose of it. I can't bear to look at a at a dead version. They look too cute. Who is this? What the fuck is going on out here, fucking Link? Look at you. Yeah. Okay. Who are you?
Something not
Varzan?
right about you. Maybe you should go.
Oh. Hey there, you. Can you help me? A friend and I were exploring this tomb when we were attacked by a swarm of bone walkers. A swarm of bone walkers. I mean, they're usually in there. Yes, they came out of nowhere. I cut down 2 of them, but there were at least 10 more between me and Arvena. I ran when half of them turned to face me. Oh, that usually means that your friend got killed. Arvena? We were separated in the fray. I pray to Tuwaka she is all right. If she died down there without me, please, help me find her before it's too late. Come on, let's go find her. Raiding tombs despicable. I can't help you. Come on, let's go find her. Thank you. Your name is Lyle Schnub, you say? Lead on then. Tell me about Arvena. She's my best friend. We grew up together in Dragonstar, on the border of Hammerfell and Skyrim. Okay. Wow, you are actually following me, huh? Alright. Let's get our weapon repaired up a bit here. Okay. Let's mark this as cleared as well. Kind of getting a little sidetracked, but hey. Welcome to Elder Scrolls, right? Can't help myself either. God, you scared me, dude. Fortify fatigue potion. Oh, drink that. Why not? Stoneware pot. Fire petal. Belt. Bone meal. I mean, how many could be down here, right? Oh, yeah. Beefing up my Magicka stores as well. Great. Okay. Oh, there's a sword on the ground. Oh, shit. How are you doing? Okay, nothing new to say. Sorry, don't mind me eating them. This is just how I am. Arvena's helmet. Uh-oh. Wow, it's got a constant effect. Fortify willpower. The hat? No. How about their sword? It's a decent sword. Short blade. Frost damage 5 to 11 points. That's her sword. Ice Spike. All hope I had is lost. She would never be willingly parted from that weapon. Let's at least find Arvena's remains so that I may inter her properly back in Old Ebonheart and ship the remains to her family. Yeah, good God. That one's locked. I mean, should we just break into it? I can do that. Oh. Zerioni's sermons, a coda flower. Gonna eat it. Nice. Guide to Aldaroon? Okay, all the way out here, huh? Sure. Restore strength potion. Ah, fitting for it being in here. Did he specify lesser bone walkers, or was it just bone walkers in general? Like, if we came here at a higher level, could they all be greater ones? What a fucking nightmare that would be. Alright. Head down here, lock level 10. Let's quick save, give it a pick. Nothing in here. Ugh. Extravagant robe, some nice cups, a vase. Shrine of St. Veloth. About some indwelling. Maybe some restoration. There we go. Get myself topped off there. We should just do that every time we see a Triolith and we need even a smidge of magicka. Right? Because we have such a discount now that we're a member. Scroll of Brava's Averted Eyes. 1 minute invis. I think that's new Tamriel Rebuilt scroll. Oh, look, there's actually food in here. These urns are not full of people, but yum yum. Okay. Let's get some alchemy points, huh? Oh, hey. Anyway, that's a Bone Walker corpse shadow. Alright, good. There we go. Wow, got quite lucky with all those. And these are actually bone meal. Okay, we'll leave those. Let's skedaddle on over this direction then. Uh-oh. Ain't looking too good. Why is this part of the tomb so fucking weird looking?
Is this her? What the fuck? Is this her? Oh my god, it is! Jesus!
No, those monsters devoured her. I can't look. Please, collect these bones for me. I must take what's left, no matter the condition. Her spirit will haunt me if I don't. Arvena? She was my best friend since we were young, and now I've failed her. Jesus, this is so fucking bleak. It's a little weird that they're not making a sort of noise when we pick them up, though. I guess they must be new items or something. Spoiled cure disease? Why was that there? That's a little bizarre, huh? Miner's pick. I guess they were still digging this part of the tomb out or something? Alright, I think I got all the bones. Thank you, Lyle Schnub. That should be enough. Let's get out of here before the same happens to us. You're welcome to travel with me to Ebonheart. It would be comforting to have a friend there at the funeral. Poor Arvena. Swarm of bone walkers. They aren't so tough when they're not ambushing you all at once. We made a good team. Arvena? Okay. Wow. Varzan is ready to leave the tomb. He would like me to return to Old Ebonheart with him. Jesus, okay. Spooky noises all around. Alright, well, you know what? Why not? If we get a prompt to fast travel there immediately, I think we do it. Oh, what? Wait. If you're Arvena, who's in my inventory?
Talk
I'm
with
busy,
you?
so if you will excuse
Something
me.
tells me I might regret it.
What's all this fuss about? I'm fine. A bit scratched up is all. Lost my helmet and weapon, though. Varzan, stop your crying. You there, why are you carrying all those bones? I thought this was you! Bones? Ha! He thought those were mine. The undead are certainly vicious. Must have been some other adventurer that came through here recently. Okay. How about helmet and weapon? A bone walker knocked the helmet off my head, and I dropped Ice Spike. The exit was blocked. So I had to use my recall spell and run back here from Andothren. I've been terribly worried Varzan didn't make it out. Ice Spike? You have it. Thank you for recovering it for me. Keep the helmet if you like. And here, Varzan looks too in shock to realize you deserve the compensation. Dude, Varzan. What if she's dead and this is the ghost haunting us like you fucking said? Remember, like you said, her ghost would haunt you if you didn't... What if this is the ghost? Pull out your silver weapon! Alright, Ice Spike. It was my mother's sword, and her mother's before that. I'm glad you were able to find it. Background? I'm Arvena, rogue. What the fuck is going on, Varzan? This is more than I could have hoped for. Arvena is alive, and so am I, thanks to you. Arvena. Alive. Dead. Not dead? She's not dead. I have to keep telling myself that. Swarm of bone walkers. Okay. Yeah, same as before. What the fuck? What a weird situation. Oh look, they got like matching pants and shoes.
Up before heading home.
Okay. Sure. Well, let's see. We got that dealt with. What about the creepy bones, huh? Maybe I should just keep them. I don't know. Maybe I will get haunted, you know? Maybe something weird and spooky will happen. Couldn't be scarier than the time we ran into the fucking vanishing highwayman, huh? Alright, well... How about we take a peek here at how to treat heretics? Let's see, how long do we think this is? Alright, it's about medium length. Okay, yeah, so here, we'll call the video, we'll do some reading. If you'd like to stick around, we're going to read how to treat heretics. Though I think we're probably being a little bit more generous than the book is going to let on, that we should be. What can you do? When next we come back, I still feel like we should look for Malak Bazul, but I'm not sure if we'll ever find it. Because I have no idea where it could be. You know, it's kind of a wild goose chase. Maybe we just try to remember. And if we encounter this knight in glass, or the cave, or even Malak Bazul, then we'll pounce when the opportunity presents itself? Maybe? Alright, if you'll excuse me, gotta take a quick drink here. Sorry. How to Treat Heretics by Salvus Raylis of the Order of Doctrine and Ordination. It is inevitable that in our service to Elmsevi and their holy temple we shall encounter souls which are not loyal to the tribunal. Whether these souls belong to the Sharmat, the House of Troubles, or any number of other perfidious sects, it is our duty as ordinators to protect the faithful from the danger which these people represent. And while these souls are often irredeemable and must be purged with divine wrath, we must also attempt to emulate Almalexia, Mother of Mercy, and avoid unnecessary bloodshed.
Little do they know, they're already emulating. The emulation has already been in place.
Children. Oh my gosh, we're starting this off on a high note. Children will admittedly not be encountered frequently by those of the Order of War, Inquisition, or my own order, but the Order of the Watch will regularly encounter them in the execution of their daily duties, and must learn to interact with them. Occasionally, ordinators will learn of heretical practices in town, and, during their raids of homes and shrines, will encounter the sons and daughters of heretics. Simply put, the young are not to blame for the blasphemous teachings their parents instill in them, as they lack the maturity and experience to reject the falsehoods taught to them, which unfortunately leaves these young souls deluded. I encourage ordinators to try and be gentle and reassuring, as these children can become valuable members of the faithful under the tutelage of the temple, and some of them may even grow up to execute the will of the tribunal as ordinators. I love the verbiage here. Execute both times, right? Remember that they may grow violent during your raids, while you are arresting or executing their parents, and while you are expected to protect yourself, do remember that as a trained warrior, few of them can pose any significant threat to you. Show mercy, and they may one day be reborn in service to the one true faith. How wild and fucked up, huh? Yeah. It's so wild as well that they even entertain the idea, and maybe it's happened before, you know? That someone's parents were becoming dissidents, and then were murdered, and then the child lived on and got indoctrinated into being an ordinator. Good God. How fucking bleak. The misled and ignorant. Not all those who are misled young are so fortunate to be ripped away from their deceivers by the temple, and some grow up having been lied to their whole life. Keep in mind that according to temple law, heresy is not heresy unless the non-believer refuses to be corrected, and those who are unaware that they are rejecting the truth are not heretics, nor are they guilty of any sin. Ordinators are encouraged to bring any non-violent heretics to the attention of the temple, who will instruct you on how to act. While usually a temple scholar or priest will speak with and attempt to correct the non-believers periodically, ordinators of doctrine and ordination will fulfill this role, because you have the scholarly training to answer any question and assuage any doubts non-believers may reasonably have, and you are servants of the triunes, who are expected to serve as examples of faithfulness at all times. I've personally seen, after lengthy discussions, non-believers renounce their corrupt beliefs and accept our three gods as their divine lords. The coerced. The Order of War will frequently purge the dens of the worshippers of the House of Troubles, and when you do, show no mercy for those cultists desire, for those cultists desire nothing less than the temple's complete destruction. However, they often have slaves who serve their masters solely out of fear of punishment. Because these coerced servants live in pitiable conditions as slaves to evil incarnate, you serve the three and the temple by breaking the chains and wrenching them from the wicked hands of the four corners. Once freed from bondage, these souls may see the truth and come to worship the triunes. Admittedly, it can be difficult to distinguish true, willing servants of the four corners from their coerced servants. And while you must prioritize the completion of your mission and the safety of you and your comrades, if you can save these helpless souls, you should make every reasonable effort to do so. The Doubters. In a perfect world, all Dunmer would remain faithful to the triunes their whole life, but we live in an imperfect world. Were it not so, we ordinators would not exist. There will be times in most people's lives in which doubt will creep in, while it is a contagion which can spread if left unchecked. Most often the lapse in faith is momentary and can be corrected under supervision. I love that they think of it as a contagion, right? Which also pairs very well with the very literal, but also it is meant to be allegorical, I suppose. The divine disease, right? Corpus. That is a contagion. Doubt usually takes hold of laity, although occasionally even members of the clergy will experience it. And while it is nefarious and even dangerous, a good inquisitor will avoid violence and incarceration unless the doubt degrades into vile heresy, and the doubter becomes fixed on their incorrectness. Those of you who belong to the Order of the Inquisition are charged with extirpating doubt wherever it may be found, but re-education is always a better means of eliminating uncertainty than force. One moment of doubt does not warrant the death sentence or torture and incarceration. Show mercy and lead the doubters back into the loving and merciful arms of Almsivi. Violence is a fact of life for ordinators, but it is always better to redeem a heretic than to kill them. This is a lesson which many jaded ordinators lose sight of after many years of service, but it is something that I wish to instill into all of you. Never let it stray afar from your mind in the years to come. Discharge your duties faithfully. You represent the temple. Man. What a bleak fucking situation as well, right? Like, the first few are just plainly, like, super fucked up. And then you get into the parts where, yeah, they are taking on the Sixth House, which is, like, incredibly fucked up. You know, the Sixth House is, like, some of them have literally become just monsters, right? and they should be fighting them, right? And this sort of, I don't know, dips its toes into almost this morally gray area, the sort of fascist military of the Tribunal Temple, the Ordinators, this place that they occupy, right? And it does kind of string you along. This is the book itself strings you along in this way that you're like, okay, yeah, the Sixth House, they are pretty fucked up. And maybe it is good that they are even willing to show mercy and kindness to these people in this way, you know? But then at the end, the author of this does make sure to sort of, I don't know, restate a lot of the ideology that is present in even the core game of Morrowind, especially in the core game of Morrowind, right? About how the Ordinators are just generally, like, a pretty fucked up organization, right? A lot of them are super fucked. It's not like the temple priests and stuff like we've seen here recently where it's like, oh yeah, there's a good chance you work for a fucked up boss or whatever who's like trying to scam and con people just in the name of getting money for the temple. But there are good people working under them who are like running the kitchens like we had seen. Here it says, this is a lesson which many jaded Ordinators lose sight of after many years of service, and they don't really talk too much about it. You know? It's kind of glossed over in this more official document. What exactly goes down when a more jaded Ordinator comes into contact with someone who does deserve mercy, you know? I don't know. I think it's pretty well done with its subtlety and its the way in which it looks at this pretty fucked up and bleak organization, right? The Ordinators, they're in general pretty fucking bad, right? Anyway, good shit. Good writing from the Tamriel Rebuilt folks. Like I said, they continue to impress me in like many regards with how well clued in they are to a lot of what the core game of Morrowind is/was trying to express and get across. At least that's my take on the whole situation. That's my read on what they have so far understood about the source material, and my read on the source material itself, right? I don't know. It's very nice to see, right? I mean, we're playing through right now Fallout 2, you know, and Fallout is one of those infamous IPs where a lot of people play through those games and don't really quite know what the fuck they're about, right? A lot of people will just go through those games and not really be clued in onto what the fuck's going on, right? It often feels like the people who know what the fuck they're about are 100% the minority in many cases, right? And maybe that's true of Morrowind as well. I don't know. Maybe it's true as well, and I'm just looking on it more fondly in this way, right? But certainly Fallout has got one heck of a rep. Alright. Anyway, like I said, when next we come back, I'm not sure if we will continue to look for Malak Bazul. Like I said, it may just be a wild goose chase, and we'd be better served by just continuing on with this, and in the off chance that we so happen to see it, and hopefully it won't be too far out, so when we do, when we do see the place, where our memory is jogged, and we're reminded, like, oh shit, we better go further investigate, you know? Because otherwise, I have no idea where it is. For all I know, it said Dwemer Ruin right there. It's not a Daedric Ruin at all. Maybe it said Dwemer Ruin right there. Maybe that's it. Alright, until next time, please take care of each other.